Good morning, Facebook. Give me a second. I'm going to post this video. If you're just logging on, go ahead and share it for me. I have 2 shaman sticks I'm going to give away like usual. Give me one sec. Well, it's a really high vibe day. I had an amazing day yesterday. I'm so glad this lunar energy is dissipated. Anyone who knows me knows I dislike that energy. The only thing it's really good for is manifesting. And I do that anyway, so I don't really know why we had to have these lunar events. I just don't really enjoy them. So I'm glad that the energy is much more high vibe. Give me one sec. I have one more share. I don't have a lot of news today because the moon kind of quiets down. The news quiets down all the time too. So I really don't have a lot of end time news or anything. I did just put a post on my personal page. I put 2 up there. I put one about chemicals and using chlorella to detox. I know there's a lot of light workers that like to ignore the fact that we're being poisoned on a large scale with chemicals and that we should just focus on positive things and we should just ignore the things we're eating and the air we're breathing, but I'm not down with that. So I did just put an article out on my page kind of about chemicals with a depopulation video, which I assure you is very real. So I only bring about these things because these choices that we're making regarding the healthcare systems and medications, pharmaceuticals, vaccines, ultimately these choices can kill you or save your life. So I'm just trying to spread awareness. I saw a post last night about someone saying, oh, I have a newborn baby. I can't believe I have to vaccinate my baby. They're making me. That is not true at all. Actually, Trump's son has autism. A lot of people don't know this. He's very anti-vaccine. So I could see where the last administration was pushing these vaccines. It's actually going to be a lot easier to be exempt from them. So you do have a choice. You've had a choice your whole life. That's playing the victim, where you don't have a choice. Oh, these systems are making me. Oh, ultimately we hold all the power. And I'm trying to teach people how to take that power back and become that light. I have some really exciting news. Anyone who knows me would know it's really hard to get me to leave my house to do anything. Anything. I just like to stay at home with my flame. When we have free time, we work and we stay at home together. So it's really hard to get me to do anything outside of my house. I just like it. I've made it into a higher dimensional porthole, and so I like to reside here. But Memorial Day weekend, I will be going to Connecticut for, it is the Metaphysical Convention of Connecticut. So I get a lot of YouTube video viewers because I actually stream these live feeds on YouTube after. So if you're just hearing of this, if you live in Connecticut, definitely go find the group on Facebook, Metaphysical Convention of Connecticut. And it's going to be with Tracy Lee and Jared Sullivan. They're amazing healers. I don't want people to get mad at me when I'm going to go into what they're going to talk about on my video. But she's actually going to be talking about dismantling the Reiki system and how it's ineffective. And I'm completely a supporter of this. Now, I teach Reiki. I'm a Reiki master. Don't get me wrong, but I look at Reiki like a stepping stone. It was very crucial in my journey. And let's take into account that Tracy Lee was a Reiki master too, and she used to teach Reiki. It's just kind of like religion. It's a stepping stone that might be necessary, but at some point I feel we should evolve past these systems and these labels. And ultimately what's really going to determine how effective a healer is not if they're a Reiki master or if they have degrees or certifications. It's going to be their vibration. Your vibration is what's going to make you powerful. I am kind of going all over the place today, so bear with me. I'm on information overload. I was shown the most insane visions again last night, and I'm still kind of assimilating them right now, so bear with me. I just have a lot going on. So let's see, I do have a little bit of news I'll get into, but really 2 headlines, so bear with me. I'll skip that one, so it's really 3 long ones. Okay, let's talk about Trump's wall. Let's talk about this wall, okay? First off, this wall idea sounds like they want to keep us in here and they don't want us to leave. It sounds kind of like that, right? This wall thing, which a lot of people believe is very real and really going to happen. Let me go into this. Okay, it's not even possible to build a border wall. You've all been sold a dream. Anyone that believes this wall is actually physically going to go up, it's not possible. There are 2,000 square kilometers of mountains and desert that straddle the U.S.-Mexican border. The land is the reason why. If you fly above Mexican and U.S. airspace, then you'll see the landscape is just incredible. If you follow the Rio Grande River, there is an international boundary. On either side are sheer cliffs. It's a canyon. The canyon rock walls trace the border for 11 kilometers, and they're 500 meters high on either side. It's not actually feasible to build a wall. So I know that Trump was saying that in his campaign. It's not physically possible. We should be breaking down walls, in fact. I think we're here to break down walls, not be building them. We're supposed to be dismantling these walls anyway. But I thought that was really funny because so many people I see on Facebook with Trump's building a wall t-shirts and oh my god, this wall is going up, and they just, anything to project their hate onto the world. Anything so they don't have to look at themselves and deal with themselves. Because if you're hating some other race or you're hating other people, you're really hating yourself on a deep level. We're all one. We only have one consciousness. So race, gender, ideas like sexuality, they are not feasible in soul terms. Okay, we have stealth bombers now dropping chemtrails in New Mexico with blue fibers and morgellons. I can't say this word good, sorry. Morgellons. The military brass just came out and said, yes, this aerosol is real. We all know this is real. This is barium mixed with coal ash that they mix with chemicals and drop them in the sky. But these were stealth bombers now equipped to drop chemtrails on us. This is proof that it's tied into the military as opposed to previously them using commercial airlines. This is causing mystery illnesses and people are breathing this in. Not to mention these morgellon fibers are being found everywhere. In McDonald's nuggets, a burger from Wendy's, a pickle from Burger King, chicken from the grocery store that wasn't even cooked. People are consuming this and now it is inside of people. It's actually inside of people all across the country. This is why I put a post up. I did a remote healing session for someone yesterday, and literally the problem was they had metal in their brain. And so I had to recommend a chlorella detox for them because my healing would only get so far. They probably needed to detox the metals out to really solve the problem. So I'm into deep healing. I usually with my healing sessions will be able to recommend you like a vitamin cocktail or something to rebalance your body naturally. We're on chemical overload right now. Like, I'm not even joking. Real quick. If you want me after this video, I'm here 9 to 5 every day, and I'm here for remote healing sessions. We do chakra openings, which we tune into your energy and we remove any energetic blocks. And I'm also available for private readings, which you can book anything on my site, and I do my readings on either FaceTime or Facebook Video Messenger. So check out my site above. And the last piece of news I have, so drop your names for cards. The assassination of Trump is depicted in Snoop Dogg's new music video. There's a reoccurring theme that keeps showing up in different fashion. The secret society has been talking about how lax the security is around him. There have been many threats against Trump, unlike any other president. In his video, Snoop Dogg shoots a clown dressed as Trump. It's the thought that people are creating videos of this. We just saw the Simpsons episode with this theme, which was fake. But just the point that someone went through so much trouble to make such an episode. It's the same hand that was responsible for Pearl Harbor and 9/11. And this is really the elite. An elite agenda everywhere. So just be aware of this stuff. I'm going to do cards now. So drop your name for a card. I'm missing my twin flame a lot today. It's very hard for us to be apart. It's getting harder and harder, in fact. It's just very hard. So I'm kind of missing my flame, tuning into him at the same time. But we had such a high vibe day yesterday, and today is going to be amazing. Just amazing energy. If you're just logging on, go ahead. Sam, and you're number 1. I get so excited when I see my soul group here. The waiting game. Sam is not waiting. Sam is smart. Be smart like Sam. She's done waiting. She has taken control of her life and making big decisions. That's amazing because I kind of wanted to talk about twin flames. I just am not sure where to go with it yet. But Sam is an amazing twin flame relationship. And literally, let me tell you about these twin flame relationships. They're not easy. They are very hard. That's why it is a huge task to be in peace, love, and harmony all the time with this other person. You're in close proximity all the time, and they're going to mirror back everything you like and don't like about yourself. That's why all other relationships are just practice, so that you can perfect yourself and complete yourself before you come back together and try to balance with this person. But if you guys can be in perfect peace, love, and harmony, you can actually move mountains. I mean, physical mountains. People are like, what? We just don't believe it because we've been so conditioned, but this realm is much like the dream realm where you can manipulate the landscape, you can just instantly manifest what you want. It's actually the same. We've just been so conditioned and kind of kept it a low vibration that it's not working as good. So really just work at peace, love, and harmony. Don't wait for someone to come save you and make these changes with your flame. This relationship is evolving you so rapidly. Like, it's amazing to watch. It's amazing to see your eyes changing and the light content in your eyes changing and how much clearer they're becoming. It's just amazing and beautiful, and you're so gifted because so many people are trying to reunite with their flames, and they spend all this time looking in the outside world, and they don't realize that you have to go within. You have to look within or it'll never happen. The universe will just keep sending you bad matches, bad karmic relationships so you can love yourself. I can tell in a minute what type of relationship people are in by their astrology signs. People are just like chemicals. So you can either have a good reaction or a bad reaction. So we're exactly like chemicals. You put fire and water elements together, disastrous. Disastrous. It will only end bad. It will never end good. So start paying attention. You need to be with like elements. Start paying attention in your relationships. And that's exactly how Trisha, the second person who I'm getting to, knew she was with the right person or in the right place because of the astrology. That's exactly how you can tell. People get so mad at me like, no, yeah, you will have perfect astrology with your twin flame. Perfect elemental matches. I've done Sam's chart, and literally down to every star in their chart is just perfect for each other. They were literally made for each other. You can see it in your charts. It's really amazing. Trisha is moving on from anyone and anything stopping her from speaking her truth. She's moving on to become lighter. You're moving on from anyone and anything not serving you. So for me, that looked like I had to change. I smoked cigarettes when I met my flame. I was on drugs. Let me see. I ate horrible foods. I ate foods that fed archons because I had attachment issues. I just had to change everything about myself for this ascension. So start to pay attention to the foods you're eating and how you're treating your body, and just really work on spiritual growth. Mike Spike. There are new Snoop targets available at gun shops across the U.S. starting next week. That's amazing. I love living in the middle of end times. I can't wait to raise kids here. I think that's amazing. Just an amazing world. This is everything we hoped it would be, isn't it, guys? Is this really what we created? Can't we come together and create heaven on earth like we were supposed to? You know that people lived in really high levels of consciousness, and it was amazing there. It was amazing in Egypt. It was amazing in Atlantis, Lemuria. But there have been so many other civilizations that were great and amazing. And look where we're living. This is what we created as a collective. So, let's see, you're just really waking up to things aren't what they seem in the Matrix. That the rabbit hole goes so deep. I was talking this morning with some flat earthers. I love it. And someone was like, well, why are you on my friend list if you don't believe the earth was flat? And of course I'm like, well, you're my soul group. Hi, I don't believe earth is flat. Hi, right here. But you're my soul group. So really the rabbit hole goes really deep. I was trying to wake them up and give them some facts, because I believe we live in a fractal holographic universe that is actually binary codes and is kind of like a Sims game. So the rabbit hole goes so deep, but they're right and I'm right. How is that possible? Oh my God, how is everyone right? Oh my God, how could that be? The truth is multifaceted, guys. Don't get attached to one outcome. The rabbit hole goes so deep. My flame says it like this. The universe is like this. And if I'm lucky, God has shown me this much of it. This much. It's like this. And I know this much of it. So the rabbit hole goes deep. We're only going to continue to learn. Let's see. Cece, good morning. I have the best energy on here. I couldn't get out of bed this morning, but I had to get up. I know I have to go earlier because I get such a good mix of energy. I get everyone in Australia, the UK, and the US if I go like right at the perfect time in the morning. So I'm giving a shout out to Trisha in Australia. Nikki Baba is probably watching in Australia if I'm lucky. And Trisha in the UK. So it's kind of amazing. Oh, look. You got hit. You got hit with an amazing card. You're working on your spiritual union right now. And I already gave you a message. You have to work at being in perfect peace, love, and harmony all the time. Which, I don't know, you guys are in relationships. Don't tell me you've never had a fight. Don't tell me you've never had an argument or a fight with the person you're going out with. Because me and my twin flame, we had a lot of healing to do in the beginning, and we used to fight all the time. All the time, like light ball incident. like not good, okay? So until we could submit, and guess what? The theme for this month is really submission. It is surrender, submission. We have to surrender to the universe. We have to surrender to God. I want to talk about what is God? Off on a tangent, but this does relate to you, Cece. For me, this is just my truth. Don't get offended by this, please, because everyone has their own. But in my world, God is a source energy, okay? It is an energy, but it is conscious and aware and in charge of everyone and everything. It's actually the source that is connecting us all together. So I have the same source energy flowing through my body as you do. But this energy is able to communicate with you. It is something I am able to use to heal people with, and I am able to feel it on a deep level. So it's very real. But God is going to be different to everyone. Where there is a lot of love, there's going to be a lot of this energy. Where there is hate, there's going to be very little of it. So that's why we're working on more love, so we can bring heaven back to earth, basically. So just work on your spiritual union. Work on being in perfect harmony. Because like I said, you guys can physically move mountains when you're getting along. Jody. This is what she does anyway. This is what I picture her doing anyway on Facebook. I picture her because you live in Canada and there's such beautiful nature there. I know I'm delusional because it's winter time, but when it's summer, it's almost summer, I'm manifesting it. Literally, we have the salt water, we have the nature and meditation, all three in one. And that's so amazing. That's exactly how I picture your vibe too, that you do spend a lot of time in nature, salt, and meditating. So that's really amazing. Just spend some time alone to recharge if you need to. I have to spend a lot of time alone to recharge myself and just be kind of careful with my energy. Kaya Emerson. Anything you are doing, you are already so successful at. I'm drawing so many people to me that are already on this spiritual path, which is amazing because when we weren't on the spiritual path, it went pretty bad. So now that we're on a spiritual path, everything's just amazing. You're getting these kind of synchronicities, signs from the universe. This is the universe telling you, yes, you're on the right path. Stay on it and you'll be successful. So just keep working at it. Stay spiritual. Alexis Palestino. I have like amazing list of names. I'm real excited today. I'm excited about this big convention coming up, and I think it's really going to be amazing. So check it out. New beginnings. This is a new beginning for you. Literally, you haven't even started your new beginning. You're still dealing with healing, and your partner's healing on a different level, and it's so hard to be in these situations. My empathy goes out to anyone who's having twin flame runner kind of problems, where they run and come back and then run again. I went through that too. That should give you some hope. I managed to progress past it and just surrender eventually. So just work on that new beginning and stay patient. Eventually everyone has to surrender. It's just the way the universe works. They have to. You can't fight fate forever. Angela Pimpella. Balance. Yes. Theme of the day. Peace, love, and balance and harmony. Peace, love, balance, and harmony. This will be the theme of the day. We have to be in perfect balance. I have a divine masculine and a divine feminine inside of me. I had to bring those into balance before I could come into balance with my flame. So just work on balancing the energies within you. Meditation will greatly help with that. Jennifer Downing, good morning. What is cutting you off from this source energy that I'm talking about? We need more love. Love is the best way to increase this energy. Just really look at your life and figure out what's kind of cutting you off, what's kind of disconnecting you. Just work at getting rid of anyone and anything not serving you. You must become lighter and just get back in the flow. It's amazing when you're so in the flow. I was so in the flow yesterday. It was just so beyond amazing. I kept having these chills, goosebumps. You'll just be able to tell. Like, you'll really be able to tell. Work on getting back in that flow of abundance. My thing keeps skipping everywhere, but I will find it. Let's see. If you're just logging on, share this video because I'll be giving away 2 shaman sticks randomly at the end. The post office hates me, but I love it. Vicki Willis. Movement, choices, decisions. Literally, be very careful about your choices. Right now, we have infinite possibilities. Infinite. So any choices we make could limit us. So just think very carefully before making any big decisions. Like, very carefully. You have so many choices. Infinite. These doors go on forever. There's not a big enough card. Infinite choices. Infinite possibilities. So just make very conscious choices. Lavana Calder. Power. Well, I was talking to the flat earthers this morning, and they said that anyone can heal and do amazing miracles, but I told them that I believe your vibration has everything to do with that, and that's why for me, my life is all about spiritual purity. Me and my twin flame, our souls were made in heaven with God in a very pure state, and so now hundreds of thousands of lives later, here we are, and we're working on going back to that pure state of being. And every day I'm getting more powerful because my vibration's higher, so I'm able to better connect and kind of harness these energies. So any real power is going to come from your vibration. When I had a really low vibration, it was the opposite. It was horrible. It was awful. I couldn't handle my gifts. It would give me anxiety, kind of like it just was a detriment. So just work at raising your vibration because it will make things so much easier to handle, and it will give you that real power that you guys need. Caitlin Batters, solar plexus. This is about sexuality and guilt. Kind of let it go. I'm going to send you some healing energy. Let it go though. We have to learn how to keep these chakras open and unblocked and just flowing properly. So look into your sacral. You should be very versed in chakras by now. And I think this is an amazing place to start. I really do. So you couldn't get a better place to start than Reiki and chakras and like this stuff. But eventually you guys might progress past this. That's why any Reiki masters out there that live in the Connecticut area, come check out our convention, because we're going to be talking about breaking down these labels and these barriers and taking your healing higher, which it can do so much more amazing things. Don't limit yourself to that Reiki master box. Keep going with your spiritual evolution. Definitely. Lindsay Hoffman, awareness. My problem is I'm drawn to all of you guys. Awareness. Literally use your third eye, your awareness. It's my intent that I'm drawing awake people to me that have their third eye open, or a really good start with it so they can kind of see through the bullshit, see my vibe. I want you to see I have a pure intent, and my intent is to help you guys. So literally I want people with their third eyes open, because that's your connection to the universe, and that means you're tuned in just like me, and it's really amazing. It's kind of like a hive mind, but a new type of hive mind. So just use your third eye. Denise Michelle, you caught me not at work. Well, since I'm all over the place with my times, you should be celebrating your not at work. What are you going to do with your day not at work? I think you should be making it amazing and great. Go out, celebrate, do something amazing today. Recharge, have fun. We're supposed to be having fun here. I think that we forget that. 20 degrees on the East Coast. I live in Pittsburgh. I know all about it. It's freezing here. I didn't even want to get out of bed. We did miss the snow, though, which I'm highly disappointed about, because my twin flame definitely could have used a snow day from work. Amy Michelle, I keep telling you this. This is your twin flame card. That's why I'm drawing you to me. And she says, I am an empath. I don't leave my house. I am never going to meet my twin flame. Oh, you will. The universe will bring you together when you're ready. So this is the twin flame union card with the American dream. And believe it or not, that's what me and my twin flame are doing. So it's amazing. Courtney Perkoski. Base. Work on the chakra. This was another theme of the day. I just have so many messages. I'm on overload. I can't even just sort it out today. I'm a little all over the place. That's my Gemini moon sign kind of coming out, unfortunately. I try to keep that in check usually. So I'm kind of on overload, but we have to let go of fear. I saw this Flat Earthers video about binary codes this morning, and it was amazing. But he said we should be fearing God. No, because where there's fear, there's very little of God. So why would we want fear? We want love. Where there's love, there's a lot of God. So we don't want fear. There's very little God energy there. That's why they took religion and they made you think of fear with God to kind of block you. So we definitely have to let go of fear. You can't have both. Have more faith in the universe. Carrie Guevara. Material and spiritual prosperity. This is all I want for everyone. Like everyone that is on a spiritual path will see more material prosperity because you're having faith in the universe and you're letting the universe take care of you. And so you're going to be much more abundant doing that. When we were letting our egos lead us, we were not abundant. We're not abundant at all. But when you put your faith in the universe, you will be very abundant. Amy Lynn, oh, I'm glad you're not at work. Recognition and reward. This is the universe telling you, patting you on the back and telling you, you're doing such a good job. You're all doing such a good job that you're even drawn to me and watching this video. It's amazing. So you're doing such a good job. Keep doing it. Sag Fensum, wisdom. You are not here for a card. You are actually here for wisdom. Just by looking at me, I am helping unlock your brain, and you are downloading information off of me, whether you realize it or not. This was how I woke up. This was what really catapulted my ascension, was when I met my twin flame, and I downloaded the word ascension off of him. I downloaded the word twin flame off of him. I just began rapidly downloading things off of him. So that's my intent. I step outside of my comfort zone because I'm trying to share any knowledge I have with you guys. And you have all of the knowledge of creation in your DNA. Locked in your DNA. So you can go see Cece and she'll give you an amazing DNA activation to help tap into this energy. You can check out her Inner Essence Healing page. So there's some amazing healers around that can really catapult your journey. Idako Naji. Memories of love. Ah, nostalgia, nostalgia. We must let go of these memories. We must become lighter. They're not serving you. So as they come up, view them one more time. Just acknowledge them and release them. The problem with hanging on to our past grief is it just keeps us weighed down. We must become a lot lighter. Phone call. Ugh, Amy. Jamie Oliver. Emotional loss. We've all had tons of loss, grief. We basically spent a lot of our life seeing the things we didn't want to have. How would we know what we wanted if we didn't experience what we didn't want to experience? So we spend a lot of our time with negative kind of experiences, seeing things that we don't want, so that we can really grow into what we do want. So just be aware of that. Work on your heart chakra. You have a lot of grief. Kathy Dick Menser. Work on your heart chakra too. This seems to be very popular. Okay, I don't know if I want to even go there. Okay, what makes someone narcissistic would be having a closed heart chakra. I spent most of my life with a closed heart chakra. I actually had a lot of grief. My mother died, and I had a lot of unprocessed grief from her dying very suddenly. So did my twin flame. His father had died. So when we experience this grief, it closes our heart chakra. But the point is that only in experiencing this pain can we open up to unconditional love. Before I experienced that grief, I couldn't have loved unconditionally. So we have to go through a certain degree of pain to get to that unconditional love. But you really have to work on opening these chakras, especially your heart chakra, because it will make you have no compassion. Nicia Ray. Obstacles and challenges. You are kind of blocked. You're limiting yourself. And that's what I'm working on too, where I believe I can get sucked into this 3D reality where I am limited. I can't do anything. This is not possible. I could get sucked back into that matrix reality, but I'm not going to. I am working on reprogramming my brain and how I'm thinking so that I can have more abundance and more possibilities. I now know I have infinite possibilities, and any limits or blocks, I made them myself. I just saw Matthew, I can't say your last name though, E. King joined, and I got really excited because I want to do a card for you because I love your energy. The universe is a really, really big place. You're a starseed. You probably already knew that, right? Just keep working at raising your vibration so you can better tap into your gifts and better communicate with the universe. You're doing so amazing though. I love your work. I love your attitude. I love how you went and fought for Standing Rock. You just are such a warrior. Keep on your path. You're doing amazing. Georgie Guzman, everyone has good news today. It's a high vibe day. The moon left. It's a nice day. I mean, it's a little cold here. I'm not going to be going outside, but it's a high vibe day. Yes, very good news. You're working on spiritual strength because it's like in the Bible where they say at end times people will be hollow. That's really where we're at. We have to work on a spiritual strength. When I'm doing a lot of this healing work, I'm able to really tap into your energy, play with energy, see auras, whatever. I go out in public, and a lot of the people in public, their auras are like this, like their energy is so constricted because like to a little box, whereas you want your energy to be like out here where you walk in a room and it's like you have powerful energy. So we're working on a spiritual strength because literally your body is nothing without your soul. It will die. It will die if you don't integrate spirituality into it. So really work on that spiritual strength. That's what I'm working on. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, Rahan Bahardi, you are being tested. You are literally being tested. So am I. If you want to do great things, you'll be tested. Don't forget that Earth is a school. We're in a school. This is not like a playground. This is a school. So just be aware. Watch out for these tests. It could look like a homeless person that needs some money. It could look like someone that needs your assistance. They come in all different sizes. I was seeing last night, I was shown the eye of consciousness. I have a hard time kind of putting my visions into words, but it's something I've been shown several times. I've seen how we only have one consciousness. I've seen the eye of consciousness. And trust me, there is an eye watching you all the time. Some people don't like that. I'm well aware of it and I love it and I embrace it, but some people don't like that. Candace Smith. I don't know why it doesn't give notifications. That's why I put it on my page and everywhere. I put it like in Namaste, which a lot of people are in that group, and in Lightworkers of Creation. So you guys should see it all over the internet, hopefully. I have a lot of people sharing it. Everything is happening so fast, Candace. So fast. Like the hamster and the ball. That's why I'm better at staying grounded when I'm not live and dealing with so much. But just try to stay grounded. Just try to stay aware that this energy is accelerating. Things are happening faster. We have some crazy timestamps on things. Vicky, that's the message you got. I would hope so. I would hope that we're tapping into similar things, so we're all kind of getting the same messages, like humanity needs to stand, there are change, and you need to work on grounding. This energy is going to get intense. I felt yesterday like I could float away, but I like that feeling, so I just kind of go with it. I'm not into grounding, but you guys should stay grounded. Jen Thornton, I'm having everyone here. I'm so excited with this energy. It's so amazing. Positive movement forward. I hope your court battles go good. I'm always sending you good luck behind the scenes, believe it or not. I'm your biggest cheerleader. I can't wait to see you straighten all this stuff out. And you will. You will. Keep fighting these systems. They suck. I got skipped around. Hold on. Let me try to find my spot. Because we have so many people on here. I'll keep doing cards for a while though, because we have some amazing energy on here. I'm trying to get back in my spot. Hold on. Let's see. Becky LaFave. Newbie, you love the energy. Amazing. Make sure you like this page, and you can go ahead and track me down to my private page, Robin Markowitz. Prosperity Begins. Literally amazing things are about to happen for you. Amazing things. I see magic everywhere, every day. And my world is just so much better than when I was in that mundane, boring 3D reality. So just stay on that path and you'll see real prosperity. Spiritual prosperity. Raprina Faircevents Morton. Time shift March 20th. Yes, I have heard about these dates. I hate putting dates on things though, so I'm not going to say, oh, we're going to shift on the 20th, because that isn't feasible to me. It's not realistic. So I have heard that date many times. I've heard it the other day from someone that I work with, and I've heard it several places. But as someone who sees future probabilities, I don't like anything with a time stamp on it. Anything with a date is automatically void to me. Discontent and boredom. I hope not. I really hope not. If you're bored, we do Yogic numerology readings. I have one to do today. I didn't get her date of birth yesterday. So we do Yogic numerology readings, and literally we do natal birth charts, which is astrology. So it will really tell you your life path, your soul mission, and it will show me your last life. So it's really amazing. So if you're bored, maybe go check out some of our services, read some of our stuff. We have a video page on our site that's pretty amazing too. Check out our site, get some knowledge. Diana Shannon, truth. I'm here to spread truth. Some people don't like my truth. I don't care. So speak your truth and become that truth. Truth and love are the two keys that you need to higher dimensions. Like my shirt says, tune into higher dimensions. Yes, those are the two keys you need to higher dimensions. So literally work on truth. Love Lewis. I always try to come do my videos when I'm high vibe. Unfortunately, life is like a roller coaster, so sometimes you catch me with my bad days, my good days. It's hard to stay constant when you're on this ascension path. As a lot of you guys know, it's sort of like a roller coaster. These kind of solar storms and lunar events play a huge role in it. Right now, we just finished having this crazy lunar energy, and we're about to go into another solar storm in a few days. So we're just kind of like always battling these energies. So it's kind of amazing to be so high vibe today. Triumph and success. You're just so successful in everything that you're doing, Love. I love the name. Love Lewis. You're just so successful. Go out there and make these big changes you want to see. Sometimes it's not advisable, like with moon energies, but right now this energy is very clear. Go out there and make huge changes. We need to create our dream life. Oh, where are your purses? Did you try like under your bed in the obvious places? I already saw you lost it. Did you try like under your bed or wherever you threw it? Where did you throw it when you walked in the door? Where did you throw it down? Like you walked in the house and you threw it down somewhere. So retrace your steps. Where were you last with it? Where did you go out with it? Well, think about where you were and how you walked in the house and threw it somewhere, and it's probably like under your bed or like under somewhere really obvious. Look harder. And that means you need to clean your house. But no, look, like retrace your steps. Like think about where you went and then think about where you threw it. And maybe it's a good place. I always put my purse right by the door in the same spot. Start putting your stuff in the same spot. And did you ever think the universe might be making you miss this on purpose? I know I'm not very popular with that. Sometimes when we're being blocked in a big way, like I read your post, you can't leave the house without your purse. I get it. You're being blocked in a big way, but it's actually the universe protecting you and helping you in some way. This might be helping your case, making you look more crazy. I'm not sure in what capacity, but it's actually the universe helping you, I promise. Let's see, I did you. Angela Grant, good morning. Material harvest, yes. We're trying to get into that flow of love and abundance. It really depends on how you see material harvest. Love is my currency. Love is all that's real to me. I would take love over money any day. So it depends on your perception, but just keep working on that spiritual path because that's the only way you'll see real prosperity. Amanda Mamassar, good morning. Harmony, yes. This is the theme of the day. Peace, love, and harmony. We have to come into harmony with each other. I might not agree with everything that people say. I might not agree that it's flat, but they're still my friends. They're still my friends, and I love them unconditionally. We might not like the things people say or their viewpoints, or we might not like some things about everyone. We don't have to. We have to learn how to love unconditionally, but that doesn't mean that if someone's toxic, I'm going to let them in my life. I'm not. I'm not going to have anyone toxic in my life, but I'm going to learn how to love the people that are in my life unconditionally, and if anyone's toxic, I'm going to let them go. So just work at perfect harmony in your life. Perfect harmony in your life and in your relationships. Amanda Horsting, good morning. Third eye, yes. You're working on your third eye. I would recommend getting a chlorella detox too. I put that depopulation agenda on my personal page, and you're on there. Literally, I put a link on there where you can get the right chlorella off of Amazon. I would literally do the chlorella detox like I instructed on that video. It will help unblock your third eye so much. I'm not sure what area you live in, but all of us living in the United States are kind of living in heavy spray areas. So really look into a chlorella detox. It hurts my head. It hurts my head to be around people that need a detox. I can just tell. So look into chlorella. Charlie Simmons. Rest and rejuvenate. This is what this is the perfect card, right? We need to recharge. Get into nature, meditate. If you live somewhere cold, meditate inside. Take a sea salt bath. It will do amazing things. I read an amazing article. It was like a Native American article where they said that if you bury yourself in the dirt for a day, your energy will be pure. Okay, well, you don't have to bury yourself in the dirt. You can just go outside for a day. Go spend some time in the sun. Get out into nature, whatever. We need more nature. Someday people will really realize the full effects of trees and what they do. They're just so amazing. Dani Luna. Yeah, it's 3 feet of snow, right? That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I need some nature. I mean, it could be worse. My bathtub's broken, so it's kind of making us move. We're going to move out of this house over it because it's like $10,000 to put a new bathtub in, and it was a cheap bathtub, and they can't seal it. They can't put a liner in it. So we're literally going to sell this house and move. So right now, I am kind of cooped up. I am not able to take salt baths. I can only take a shower, and it kind of sucks. But literally, just meditate more then. Go ahead and meditate more. There are other ways to detox yourself. So I'm saging more. I'm using shaman sticks. I'm trying to purify my energy other ways. Meditate. Work on your crown. Meditate and open that crown chakra. That's your connection to source. You're like a second away from it. Once you open that crown, you'll be enlightened. Some motivation for you. Katie Gainey, yes, preserve your energy. Firm foundation. Let go of fear, though. You have to work on your root chakra. We have to. I can never relate to this because I've been blessed with the gift of dying so many times that I just took all the fear out of me. And I wish I could do that for everyone. I'm trying so hard to do it with my twin flame. He has so many fears. I'm trying to help him conquer. It's like a daily struggle. Just work on getting rid of fear, because whenever we have fears, they play out. They actually will play out. So we create things with our fears. We have to create out of love. Catherine Garland, good morning, good afternoon from Wales. I know, I try to go early so I can teach different, catch different time zones. Literally destiny. Let's talk about that. You're creating your destiny. We create our own destiny. While we're contracted to come here and do certain things with certain people, we literally do manifest and create and control our reality with our vibration. So ultimately, if you want a better reality, you're going to want to raise your vibration, and you'll start to attract better things to you. When I had a very low vibration, I was attracting very low vibration things to me, and they weren't pleasant. So I'm now learning how to tweak my vibration to have a better reality. Amanda, you will pick up Erica Campbell. Love and light too. Trapped in fear. It's like the theme of the day. 3 cards in a row, right? Trapped in fear. Let go of fear. I think everyone's getting this at this point. We have to let go of fear. Like, have to. And maybe they're fears your parents gave you. Most of my twin flames fears are fears from his mom that she gave him when he was a kid, kind of, and they're playing on repeat. So you just have to be really aware of this and just get out of this fear trap. It just keeps you trapped here and stuck. And that's why you see all this craziness. Well, ISIS, terror attacks, oh my God, we've been in this perpetual state of war since I was born, oh my God. It's never just calm, right? There's always something to break up the calm. Just ignore it. These are just illusions. There never was any threat outside of your government. Jennifer Kelsey. Passion ignited. Literally, that's amazing. When you have an open heart chakra, it's going to draw people to you. That's my intent with me, that my heart chakra is very open. I have a lot of compassion. So I'll be the type that I'm in the grocery store right? Just trying to get out of there. Just trying to get my stuff and get out of there. And people will walk up to me and tell me their whole life stories and things pertaining to healing. And oh my God, they'll just walk up to me and say off the wall things to me. So it's drawing people to you like a magnet. Just be aware of that. And it's really amazing. Jennifer Kelsey, good morning. I saw you joined. I was trying to get to you anyway. Work on your solar plexus. Literally. That tells me that you're very empathic and you need more sea salt in your life or nature. So just try to work on those two things. You're like a sponge. You're picking up everything around you. So make sure you're detoxing your energy properly. Laura McGuire, fulfillment of wishes. Yes, yes. Well, to fulfill your wishes, I would advise writing down a list, especially next time we have like a full moon or a lunar event. Write down a list of what you really want. Sometimes the universe doesn't know what we want because we're not so clear. Write down a list. Be clear with your intent. Zachary Heal, good morning. Hope. You're an amazing light worker. You're also a healer. This is a light ball. You're drawn to me because you are a healer. And at some point, you're going to have to check out our Reiki classes that we do online. And I'm going to, in the future, start teaching kind of higher levels of healer that I have yet to write. But check out our classes on our site possibly. That was where I started my healing journey. And that's where my twin flame started his healing journey here, because we needed a reminder. We needed to be woken up and we needed to remember things. And it was really amazing kind of part of our journey. So that's why I recommend anyone who thinks they're a healer and they need some kind of training, check out our classes online. And we'll get you Reiki certified and put you to work. The world needs more healers. Kristen Weber. Aw, my magical goddess friends. Financial and material changes. Things are about to get better for you. You should know this. They kind of suck right now. Things are about to get so much better in a monetary kind of way. So just keep working hard. You're doing really good. Jody Love, Australia. You're in Australia? Not Canada? No, that's not you. Nikki Baba is in Australia. There's a lot of people in Australia that are part of our soul group. I want to go there so bad. After the pole shift. Sabrina Von Stock. Triumph. You're so successful in anything you're doing right now. Just literally stay on this path. It's hard. Look, the warrior. It's hard. You have to be a warrior to stay on this path. But that's what we all are. So you have this. Melissa Ferris. Literally, we have a good, I always say this for this card, we have a good wolf and a bad wolf in us. It all depends on which one you feed. This is your ego, this is your soul. This is the battle between light and dark within us. So we must conquer our own darkness on this journey. So just work on cultivating your soul. Trust me, follow your intuition. Ruthie Corney, what's next for you? I'm not sure. You might have to get a more detailed reading at some point. Solitude. Literally, spend some time recharging, meditate, go within. It's when we go within that we realize our full potential and what and who we really are. So it's just really an amazing journey. I'm going to let you guys go on that note because I have much work to do. But I will be around all day until 5 for healing work and any kind of readings. So check out our site. And again, check out if you're in Connecticut area, go ahead and check out our group we have, the Metaphysical Convention in Connecticut, and go ahead and add it on our invite. And have such a good day. It's a high vibe day. Enjoy it. Love and light. Namaste.